Alright, here comes the first proper PvP video. I think for future episodes I will make a special title for all PvP reviews, like Algos versus Firetail or something like this, so that you could easily identify if it's me sitting in station and talking or if it's an actual PvP episode. And all our episodes I will leave just like a normal title. Okay, so for this video I'm in Shield Algos. This is the fit I showed you earlier. It's Micro Warp Drive, MSC and Warp Disruptor in mid slots, small railguns in high slots, and damage control and double DDA in low slots. And as my main drone pack, I use the highest damage drones, that is 3 hobgoblins and 2 hammerheads. The 2 hobgoblins are looted. This is still the resources that I use from day 5 or something like this. And hammerheads are just simply converted into a navy version from tick 1 with loyalty points. So as you can see, I have just captured a small plex, but I noticed a Firetail outside, and obviously I am happy to fight against this Firetail. I am about 16-17 kilometers of warping, and let's see what happens. I'm just chilling, aligned at the star. Yeah, it's 16 kilometers, so I land a point, notice that he is afterburner fit, so I just switch to orbit. Our control is, okay, let me pause here. Our control is pretty similar. The Firetail with afterburner and Algos with Micro Warp Drive both have about 1.3 kilometers per second speed unheated. So he will not be able to catch me realistically, at least very quickly. But what he can do and what he does immediately, which is the correct course of action, is that he starts to kill my drones. You can see that here that my hammerhead starts to take damage, and you can also see it from the log. He actually I guess scrammed and also presumably pointed, or rather webbed my drones. And looks like he is an autocannon fit. So what you do in this situation, you should notice it immediately, yeah, and you can see that I immediately notice it. And after that you have 2 ways to micromanage the situation. You can either just scoop redeploy drones, your entire drone pack, or you can juggle them one by one in and out of your drone bay. As a general rule, the first way, that is just scoop redeploy the entire pack, is better when you are in scrum range, because drones will not have much distance to cover and you won't lose a ton of DPS. And your opponent will have to relock everything, while here he can just immediately switch into the next target. But when you are kiting, you generally do what I do, and that is just juggle every drone one by one from and back into the drone bay. So as you can see, I just moved my injured drone into the drone bay. When the next drone starts to take damage, I move him back. It's a bit laggy and it's very slow because I guess my drones are under double webs, so it takes a while for them to get back to the drone bay. So I saved my very first drone just in structure, but I couldn't save my second drone, I think. Yeah, my second drone died, and the Navy Hammerheads are the drones with the highest DPS, with the highest hit points out of all of the drones that I have in my drone bay. So if I can save them just about in structure, it means that I will not be able to save any other drones that he will primary. So after that, it's essentially a race between his tank and my drones. Of course, my drones are not that tanky because it's an alpha character with terrible skills. I think I have like drone durability 2 or something like this. So of course it's much more difficult when with a proper character. But we will see. So, and here I make the only mistake in this fight. I actually forget to manage my capacitor. What you should do is that at 25% capacitor, you should start conserving your cap because it's a peak region level. And if you go beyond that, it will be very difficult to recover your capacity in the future. So what I should have done here, I should have just turned off my micro warp drive. And I will win regardless of what he is gonna do. If he charges into me and scrams me, it's perfectly fine. It's pretty clear that this is just a small ancillary rep Firetail, and there is no way he will be able to win DPS race even at close range, because my Algos still has over 7k HP, and he is already probably used half of his ancillary charges. And if he tries to burn away from me, to burn from my point, then I can just preheat my macro warp drive and charge into him. And again, he will not be able to burn away from my long point. But unfortunately, I was very focused on micromanaging drones, as you can see. And I kind of forgot that I'm actually not in a well-skilled character. In a well-skilled character, Kiting Algos has 2.5 minutes of cap, and in this character it has like 110, I think. So with 2.5 minutes, of course, cap is not an issue at all. You're just gonna get a kill anyway. But in this situation, it is an issue, and it actually requires some management, and I forgot about it completely. I think I noticed it here, but it's too late. Yeah, I noticed it here. You will see that I will shut down micro warp drive with hotkey. Yep. But it's too late because my cap is so low and regen is so poor at this level.
The capacitor is
Yep,
empty.
but I start losing my point, and there is no way I will.
The capacitor is empty.
I will regen enough capacitor to use
empty.
micro warp drive. So it's just like really.
The capacitor is empty.
Will he be able to burn away from my point or not? But of course he will, because he has an afterburner and
the capacitor is empty.
It's sufficient.
The capacitor is empty.
It's sufficient.
The capacitor is empty.
Speed. So, and besides that, I use either Tech 1 or Meta Point, which has only 24 kilometers range heated. With Tech 2, it's 28 kilometers, but of course I don't have access to Tech 2 modules yet. I had some like hopes that he tunnel visions enough, and I will be able to finish him off with like a lucky wrecking shot or something like this. But unfortunately, no, he warps away. Yeah, so a bit unfortunate, but it happens. In the future, I will remember to manage my cap as if I'm in the alpha character and not in a perfectly skilled character. The annoying thing is I actually lost all of my expensive drones. Well, expensive for my standards, because I can't replace them. I have to go to faction warfare hot zone or something like this and scan them again. So it's actually more annoying when losing a ship. I will think about using maybe faction hobgoblins as a secondary set instead of just using Tech 1 Rush. but it can get a bit expensive. One pack is like 3 million drones, I think, to upgrade in Loyalty Point shop, which is a bit expensive for this character. So, but we will see. Maybe I will make some upgrades for this ship if this continues to be a problem. But anyways, as you can see, the general conclusion is that you can fight against faction frigates just fine with like 10-day-old character on alpha. This feat can fight against many destroyers as well, but hopefully I will show you some fights later on. The main conclusion is you completely can do pretty decent PvP even with a very low skill character and with a lot of limitations on your feet and drones. So hopefully I will be able to get a bit more kills in the future. And until then, thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.